Hello and welcome to part 7 of Knights of the Old Republic.
Why don't you answer the terminal? Doesn't sound like they're gonna leave us alone.
Alright. So, yeah. You didn't need to tell me that, Atten. I was just, talking. You'll accept the call. Soka Linu.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
Alright, let's send him in.
Very well. I'll let him in now.
Thank you for seeing me. I am Moza, and I've come to see you on behalf of Chodo Habat, our leader here. And what is this about? Are you familiar with the restoration project on Telos? Could you explain it to me? The surface of Telos was destroyed during the giant civil war a few years ago. Telos Station uses energy fields to tell portions of the planet's surface that generate cold weather patterns. Once the weather on its own has stabilized, new animal and plant life is introduced to restore the ecosystem. Recently, however, we have run into contention with the corporation of Czerka. Perhaps you've heard of our recent troubles. They're not giving me time to read the dialogue, but yeah, what troubles have you had? The Ithorians are well known as ecologists and agricultural engineers. Soldiers and government. Things went smoothly at first. The Republic funded us generously. You tell us would be a model for us to. God, they're just blowing through. Troubles began, remote relations with Andron began to deteriorate, increased the purchase. As the station grew, the Trelosian security force was no longer large enough to police the entire station. Czerka approached the Republic and offered supply and security contracts. The power. Wow. Yeah, you could stay on a line of dialogue long enough for me to read the contents of the message. Like, it's cut off halfway through. And this is probably one of the changes they made that I suppose they considered an improvement, but for streaming and recording the game, it's a negative because they don't talk long enough for me to be able to read their dialogue when they're not speaking English. But Czerka's harming the restoration project is the basic gist of what he's saying. How is Czerka harming? Arrested control of restoration zones on the planet's surface from us. This continues, the restoration process will be brought to a halt. The Republic will not be willing to continue funding. Telos remain dead forever. Why would they do this? What would they want with the planet restoration contract? I'm trying to read shorter because I'm just kind of feeling this is kind of thought. Unless they seek unrestricted access to the surface, which is normally forbidden. Even we can land only at our established landing sites. How do they take the zones? Combination of legal loopholes, political favor, strong arm tactics, and sabotage. We're simply not prepared to deal with it. We are passive people. We only wish to help restore the natural beauty of Telos. Now the important question is, how can I help? Chodo Habat sensed something upon your arrival. Thought you might be able to aid us. He bid me to tell you that if I could help, if you could help heal Telos, it might be possible for him to heal you. Heal me. It's unclear what he meant by this. He says he felt an echo. Suggests you are damaged. You can feel the pain through the force.
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people if they truly suffer so.
Forgive me, I might first the tone of the message, and I may have related it incorrectly. If this offer mutually interests you, go to the Ithorian compound here in Residential 82 and you're able, he would be most pleased to see you. I'll speak with him. This pleases me. Perhaps we'll speak later then. Farewell. So I'm going to try to shorten what they're saying.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
But yeah, they were just blowing through the dialogue fast that I could read it. We have another call.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
At least I won't have to read her dialogue.
Thank you. I will connect
I think
you
it's
now.
a female.
Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
What are you calling for?
I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
Imposed guilt?
Yes, they play at being downtrodden innocents, having come to you because of these Jedi rumors that are going around the station.
What sort of rumors?
Oh, I'm sure you've heard that you're a Jedi, one of the last, wanted by the Exchange and who knows how many other organizations, for reasons good or ill. But that's of no interest to me. The Jedi, and your standing with them, have no bearing on this discussion.
Go on.
I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Czerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
What sort of work are we talking about?
I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices.
Alright.
Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Yeah. Basically, this is your first major choice from the looks of it.
Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
And yet you did.
I've come to inform you that the Talosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Why?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How long will I have to stay?
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Is the Ebon Hawk still impounded?
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
How about my droid?
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Why do we need to leave?
Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Peragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Peragus come calling.
Why?
Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Peragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility, and the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
What do you think, Kreia?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Peragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
And we asked the Republic for help against the Sith.
The Republic? They can't even properly fund and manage a space station, let alone fight an enemy as cunning and ruthless as the Sith. Even if somebody believed us, the Republic won't be any help. Believe me, I know. Only the Jedi threw the Sith back last time around.
He may be right, but whatever we do, we should move quickly.
And we have level ups. Sneak attack. And Kreia. Bam. Powers. No incoming calls. It's about time. Alright, so we can leave. Of course. Hara.
Tu nița manta
Hello
yuma
there.
lordawata no sanasdika.
Who are you?
Dovrei kun
My name
mwili
is Hera.
mlosa
I am
slima
the player of
wanga
Czerka.
sawana muta.
What do you do here? I'm a data processor. It is a thankless job and pay is poor. Desperate need of credits, so there's little else for me to do. That or gamble, but that is what got me in this predicament in the first place. I use Romana, the girl of my heart, as collateral. I have a weakness for Kazakh. You must understand, my hand was unbeatable. There was no way I could lose. But you did. Indeed I did. And now Romana is indentured as a dancer. Dancer is not in het. Het, and no doubt she hates me. Of course, you did make her a slave. That is why I'm working day and night, selling my own life to Czerka, that I might buy her back from Dotan. It'll take months, maybe years for me to amass those credits. Dotan could take her away from here. What is the price for her? 2,000 credits. This foolhardy and confident. Every penny I had, I bet on that game. 2,000 credits. I will see what I can do. Truly, I wish you good luck, for no amount of pleading, begging, or otherwise is work for me. Side Quest City. Oh, we have a footlocker.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment?
Just looking around.
Looked like you were doing more than just looking.
Sorry, I just figured...
Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I own? Are you crazy?
When you put it that way...
Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF.
I'll be going now. It's kind of poking fun at like the fact that you just matter-of-factly just loot apartments. But then you can just loot the next one too. It's kind of... I think we need to go to apartment B. Eventually. Entertainment module 81.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Residential model West. Exchange thug, eh? Alright, we will go this way first. Information terminal. I guess we can transit once we find more areas.
Czerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
Kapow. That's dumb. It's just a lock to an empty room. And that was just locked. B2, I think, is to the Ithorian. Nope. Told your boss already, I'm getting your credits. Look at contract with Sir A. You're not from the exchange, what do you want? Does the exchange want with you? Nothing. Nothing at all. Do you need a droid repaired? Because if not, I have much work to do. Do you sell droid parts? Yes, I do. I suppose we will, hop in later. Czerka offices. We'll start there, hopefully without committing. Droids gain experience
Good day.
too.
I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jenna Lorson.
Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right. Czerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapons systems. Here on Telos, Czerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Czerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature.
Alright, we have mercenaries, utility droids.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
Here are little cubicles, I guess. There is Jenna. Czerka mainframe.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Czerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos.
You mentioned work. What sort of jobs might you have for me?
Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Czerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated.
What can I do?
Czerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again.
What about B-44?
While B-44 is perfectly capable of handling Czerka's needs when it comes to accounting and record-keeping, he simply is not capable of dealing with the running of a project as massive as the restoration of Telos.
What sort of compensation can I expect?
Don't worry. Czerka wouldn't expect you to work unpaid and won't subject you to veiled threats and coercion like Kabat. For your help in this matter, you will be paid the sum of 250 credits. You're right. 300 credits would be much more reasonable.
That still seems kind of, I'll have to think about it.
Very well then. I hope to see you soon.
So, beyond the light and dark side implications, I can, be paid in credits or gain some reconnection to the Force. I think that's what I'm going to be faced with. But must be on the, You have no business with the exchange. Get out of here. Open that door or you're dead. Then if I do open a human, you're not getting in. Then I guess you're dead.
More where that came from. Time to take you down to size. You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
I'm fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there. Alright, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules. That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves.
Alright. Yeah, it's one of the improvements to the Pazak game. They alternate who goes first now. So you're not just inherently and forever at a disadvantage. Ugh. Gotta stand. Crap.
Something up? Alright, but I'm out of credit.
Yeah, we just need better cards. Yeah, we'll get better cards at some point.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I can do for you today?
Alright, hang on. Sorry, I just loaded and
No volermi ni
hey, get away from
contatti. Riccia con Rondi.
I might end up going the same path, but I want there to be like an actual reason to go in that door before we like commit to like a dark side action like that. I was just curious to try it to see if I could get in at this point. So there's the Ithorian compound.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply, and high demand.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon.
Who are you?
I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it.
Why are you here?
The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Czerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
Alright. Yum medical supplies. Skill too low.
Yes.
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Damn thing's stuck.
And then there's just a lab station for building items. There's breakdowns. Alright, I think the only thing we have is the Ithorians to talk to. And now I can transit between this and west. East and west, anyway. Welcome, how may I help you? Moses sent me to speak with Chodo Habat. Ah, you are the Jedi he spoke of. I will open the doors for you now. Inform Chodo you're here to see him. He will be pleased to see you. Yeah, if we get some exchange lore that allows us to get in, I will, at that point, then commit to going into the exchange building or not. Bacani plant. This appears to be a Bacani plant, one of the many specimens the authorities are monitoring for the restoration project. Leave it alone. Ooh, you can deactivate the security system. My guess is that might not go over well. Choto. Ithorian computer. Alright. Gladdens me that you came. I'm Choto Habat, leader of the Ithorians here. I'm sorry to impose our troubles upon you, but I will not know where to turn until I sense your arrival. You sensed my arrival. Yes, I am a priest of my people, an adept of the Force. Sensed an echo in the Force. Subtle disturbance, unless one is actively listening. Suspected you are one of the remaining Jedi and hoped you could help us. That's why I sent Moza to seek you out. Moses said you could heal me. What did he mean? An echo I felt was not a natural thing. It spoke of great pain, not of the body, but of the spirit. You once felt the Force flow through you, then was torn away. An echo comes from the hollows where it once flowed through you. Perhaps, and if so, how could you help? It is the most unusual wound you carry. If you would permit me to examine you, perhaps I could help restore some of what you
Your speech
lost.
is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Don't mistake me, it is not our desire to see any living thing suffer. The suffering of Telos is all that consumes us. Tell me, do you know the problem of our restoration efforts face? You mean trouble with the Czerka, right? Yes. Our first goal is to get the restoration project moving forward again. The public originally provided a direct intelligence to the Citadel station that would help manage the logistics of the project. It vanished some time ago. How? It's not known. It may have been an accident. Perhaps droid intelligence over tax by staggering the size of the project and became irrational. Some among my herd suspect theft. Droid intelligence of that sophistication would fetch a higher price. This fear its disappearance was the result of sabotage by Czerka or some other organization that seeks to slow the effort. Or discredit us, but how or why is irrelevant. Great expense my herd has acquired a second, somewhat lesser droid intelligence to take its place. We'll arrive at Citadel shortly. Telosians have offered a small escort, and I'd hoped you might see to its safe transition. But next to here, might you aid us in the matter? What would I get? Telos' faith hangs in the balance. For your help, I will attempt to aid in your healing. Perhaps what was lost can be restored. I was thinking of something more substantial. Our herdship carries little material wealth. I'll have to think about this. Please consider it seriously then, for it is a matter most grave. Can find out about Batu Ram in a bonus mission.
You seem pretty calm.
What do you mean?
On Paragus, you seemed, well, a little less at peace with yourself. Now you're different. It's hard to explain.
It's fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. All right. Something up? All right.
I assume we're gonna get more cards. Let's see if I can actually win a game. Oh, maybe. We'll see. Oh well. We just need better cards. But yeah, we need to... I guess we have to agree to help one of these. I'm thinking not just necessarily for light side versus dark, I'm going to help Chodo. Because 300 credits isn't a lot of money, but the force healing might ultimately be more valuable in the long run. But yeah, we will think on that, and we will step out. Excuse me, step out of here for the day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the follow button one time on Twitch, on YouTube. Some like and shares would be appreciated. Take care, guys. We'll see you again next time. Till then, later on.